everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my Best of Beauty 2014 video. I think it was 2012 or 2013, so last year. I think I did one of these videos, so I'll link it down below. But I wanted to share with you guys my favorites for the past year. This is my first video of 2015, so I really hope that you guys enjoy it. So I'm just going to get started. So I have my notepad here of all the stuff that I'm going to go through. So I'm basically going to go through what I would put on my face first and all the way to the last. So the first favorite is my favorite lightweight foundation. It is the Maybelline Dream Wonder Liquid Touch Foundation, and I am in the shade Classic Ivory. I love this foundation. It has a really different applicator than any other foundation, and it's also really liquidy. So it just goes onto the skin nicely, and it's kind of like a buildable coverage, but it's more of a light foundation if you just want something quick to put on and you don't need a lot of coverage, like for acne or like any redness on your face. So I've been really liking this for 2014, and I know that it's going to carry on throughout into 2015 because it's just really nice, keeps my skin really matte throughout the day, and it gives enough coverage that I need if I don't have... Do you see this? She grabbed onto my face and licked me. It's like she knows. Anyways, see? Insanity. Every time. She is also not a part of my favorites. She's very annoying right now. So yes, I have been really liking this foundation. So yeah. Next is a more high coverage foundation, more like medium to full coverage. So I have a high-end and a drugstore foundation that I want to show you guys. And the high-end is the NARS Sheer Matte Foundation, and I am in the color Mont Blanc. And I really like this foundation. I have really oily skin most of the time, so this foundation keeps my skin really matte. And it is a full coverage foundation if you build it up to that. And it covers a lot of the redness that I have on my cheeks and around my nose. And I don't know, I just really like it. I have heard a lot of the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation, which apparently is a little bit of a matte foundation as well. So I might try that in 2015, but I really liked this foundation in 2014. And just like NARS overall as a brand, I was really into this past year. So I don't know, it's just, I think I have like 3 or 4 products from NARS in this video because I was really into that brand this past year. As a drugstore option for a medium to full coverage foundation, I have the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Foundation, and I love this. It is really full coverage. It doesn't leave my skin feeling oily. You don't need to build this coverage either, or build this foundation either, because it already comes out thick. The one thing you have to watch out for is the color match. So when you're in the drugstore, you can't really like open it and choose your color. So it can be kind of iffy when you do go to choose a foundation from this line, just because they can be a little bit on the orangey side and a little bit darker than what it looks like in the package. So you just have to be kind of careful with that. But it doesn't wear throughout the day. It wears throughout the day really nicely. And it is oil free, so it's not going to make my skin feel really oily. And I don't have to wear a powder with this, so it just stays on all day. Next is my favorite BB cream, and I know Benefit said that this really isn't a BB cream. It's a better than BB, Big Easy Liquid to Powder. But I classify this as a BB cream because it basically does the exact same thing, except that it goes from liquid to powder. So I am in the shade 02 Light, and I really like this just because it's really easy to apply. It is thick, so it gives a bit more coverage than a regular BB cream, and it balances my skin a little bit more than a regular foundation does. It does a little bit more of a color correcting and it wears a lot lighter than a foundation. So if I don't want to go for the Maybelline Dream Wonder liquid foundation, I'll just go to this just because it gives a little bit more coverage than that one, and it also feels really light on my skin. Next is concealer, and I discovered this throughout, I think it was like in the summer, the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, and I am in the shade Vanilla. I think everyone that I have watched so far on YouTube, like this kind of video, they have all mentioned this concealer, and that is because it is amazing. It covers all like the redness on the on like your acne, any scars, and it does kind of okay with covering any of the dark circles under your eyes, but it does crease. So I find putting like a sheer powder under it just kind of helps and doesn't make it look as cakey as it would. But I really like this. I'm glad I tried this in 2014, and it's definitely going to be a favorite of mine in this new year just because it covers so well, and you don't even have to wear, like, you don't have to put a lot on for it to really cover up anything that you really need covering, if that makes any sense. But it's really nice. I definitely recommend this for a high-end concealer. I don't really like any of the drugstore concealers. Nothing compares to this, so I don't have a drugstore one for you. Maybe next year, or I guess maybe this year, the drugstore will come out with a better one, so we'll have to see. My favorite powder of 2014 was the Urban Decay Naked Skin Ultra Definition Pressed Finishing Powder. That is a lot to say, but I am in Naked Medium Light, and this is a great powder. It is really light on the skin. It does give a little bit of coverage if you don't want to wear foundation, but it also sets your foundation really nicely, and it doesn't look cakey on my skin either. So it's just really nice, and it sets my foundation perfectly. There is a different one that's coming out this year, so I'm really excited to try that. It's like a powder foundation, and I hit pan on this one as well this year, so I was really excited about that. So I might have to pick up another one or try the new one that's coming out in a few months. So definitely keep your eye out for that. For my favorite bronzer of 2014, I was drawn to the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I have been using this for a few years now, and I finally hit pan on it. I'm really excited about that because I want to get rid of it so that I can try a new one this year. But it's just really nice. It doesn't look muddy on your skin, and I use it for contouring my cheekbones and kind of blending my foundation in from my face to my neck. And it's just a great bronzer. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find something else that can compare to it, but if you guys have any suggestions for a new bronzer, let me know in the comments because I want to try a new one after this one is finished. For blushes, I have two options, and again, it is a NARS blush, and I just have the duo of Laguna and Orgasm, and the blush I really want to give a shout out to, and this is the Orgasm blush, and it's just so nice. I love the pigmentation. I love that it is a really nice like dusty pink color, and I just feel like this color gives my cheeks a little bit more glow than any other blush that I have does. And I don't know, I just really like the shimmer in it, and I've almost hit pan on this one as well, and Laguna, so I might be looking for another blush favorite this year as well. I'm really starting to recognize a kind of a theme where I've been really into glowing products, making my face a little bit more glowy than matte. But I also liked the Maybelline Master Highlight by Face Studio Highlighting Blush, and this is 10 Nude, and this is a kind of like, it has different shades in it, and some of them are a little bit more sparkly than the other ones, and this just gives my face a little bit more of a bronzed but pink look, if you know what I mean. So this blush is really great on its own, and I don't feel like I need to contour with it just because it already has the bronze pigmentation in it. So I just feel like this is a great blush and bronzer from the drugstore, and it was one that I was really, I used a lot of it. It doesn't look like I did, but it also comes with a little brush in it, but I don't use that because I feel like the brushes are just too like small, and it just makes, it doesn't like blend in properly. So, but yeah, really nice. For my favorite highlighter, I was drawn to the Naked Flushed palettes by Urban Decay, and the one that I really liked was Streak, and I only really use the highlight shade in it, so that's why it's my favorite highlighter, because the bronzer is a little muddy and it kind of doesn't show up if it's used with like a light hand, and the blush way too pink. But the highlight shade is perfect, and I wish that they would just put it by itself because it's so nice, makes your skin look really glowy. And I just put this on my cheekbones and a little bit down my nose, and it just brightens up my face. Definitely looks really nice with my NARS Sheer Matte Foundation because it gives my face a little bit more of a dimension than just having like flat foundation and then that's it, and I kind of just look like a cake face or like a doll. So this highlighter is just the bomb, and I really like it. For my favorite brow product, I used the NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder, and this is in Blonde, and I really like that it comes with a light and a dark shade. It comes with a wax, and then it also comes with a brush and a spoolie. I've been using the spoolie a lot more than the actual product itself, just because I can't find spoolies just by themselves, so I like to brush out my eyebrows and then use the light shade for like the first half and like blend it in to the end part of my brow, and then use the darker shade blended in from the back of like the end of my brow to the front of it, just to give them more definition and to also get them to look a little more full. My eyebrows are already pretty thick. They just have a little like a bit of like sparse areas, so I just fill those in. For an eyeshadow base, I was really liking in 2014 the Sigma eyeshadow base in Bare Persuade, and this I am almost done. Yeah, I'm almost done it, and I actually picked up a new eyeshadow base from Too Faced yesterday, so I will be using that one for 2015 because I really wanted to try that. But this one, it was great. It's kind of like the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, which is a nude color, so it cancels out any redness that you have on your eyelids and any veins, and it just gives a better base for your eyeshadows than just like your bare skin. And it also helps with the eyeshadows not creasing, which my eyelids seem to do a lot to me. So this product really helped with my eyeshadows lasting a little bit longer than they would just without it. It was really hard to choose a favorite eyeshadow palette, but I decided out of all of the naked ones that I have from Urban Decay, the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette was definitely my most used palette of 2014. The shades in them, or in this palette, is more like purpley pink shades, which I really like to go for, especially Dust, Burnout, and Buzz. Those are my most used ones. And then Strange, like the white highlight shade, I use that more for my brow bone. But this palette was definitely a really great one. It came out last year, or I guess in 2013, because last year would be 2014 once this video goes up. But I just love it. I don't know, I feel like everyone else put in like the Lorac Pro palette or like any of the other naked palettes, but I don't have the Lorac Pro palette, or else I'd probably include that because I think that one would probably be pretty amazing. But the Naked 3 was my most used, and I love this baby. If you guys have any recommendations of any other palettes or any new ones that I should try out, leave a comment down below, because this one is kind of getting a little old and I want to try some new ones. I don't have it. It's not my favorite.
Can I include a favorite?
Sure. So I have a little bit of a visitor. She heard me talk about my favorite palette, and it is my sister. So this is her first time being in a video of mine. You know, you guys already met Julia. So Jacqueline wanted to talk about her favorite palette of 2014. So if you want to come in here, so I'll let you take it away.
Oh, this is so weird.
So just tell them what you like about it and if it has good pigmentation, why you like it, whatever.
This is the Stila
Take it out of the box.
I know I'm going to.
I'm gonna take it out of the box now.
Fine.
They don't care about the box. The packaging isn't really that great. See, look, that's so pretty.
Ooh.
See?
This is also one of the reasons why I got it, because it was really nice. But this is Eyes Are the Wind Shadow Palette by Stila. And it comes with this little cute thing by Albert Einstein. It says, the true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination.
Your head might be cut off, so you might want to get on your actual ass.
Should I start over? So the pigmentation is really, 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 really nice.
Really, as I haven't said enough in this video.
My favorite color is Perception. It is a really nice reddy orange. I haven't done this before. And it's a really nice reddy orange, and it's one of my favorite ones. I'll put it in like the crease or the outer edge of my eyes and even underneath to make it kind of blend together.
Don't look away from the camera.
Shush. And I also, what was the other one?
I like that one.
That one is Intelligent. So she's talking about this one right here.
It's like a burgundy shade. It's really nice. It's kind of like the Naked 3 where they have a lot of like pinky purpley shades. So burgundy is really nice.
That one is really nice. And I also like this nice brown. Which one is that? They have a little description at the back. It's called Observation. And I really like that. I use that color with, actually with the Naked 3 palette that Danielle mentioned. I like to use this one and interchange it with all the different like the sparkly browns and different like kind of purpley red colors. So I really like those. But yeah, this is my favorite one. Since Danielle said that she didn't really have another favorite palette, I wanted to talk about mine.
Oh, I have a lot of favorite palettes. It was really hard to choose.
Because this is one of my favorites. I've never spent so much money on one little palette, but this one was pretty expensive.
Although she's VIB Rouge, so she's obviously spent more money at Sephora than I have.
Oops.
But yeah.
Thanks, Jacqueline.
Peace. My favorite mascara for 2014 is definitely the L'Oreal Voluminous Miss Manga mascara, and I use the waterproof one because I feel like this one just holds the curl on my lashes really, really well. The brush is so weird on this one. It's really, really like wiggly, and it's like thick to a thin brush. But I love it. I know a lot of people on YouTube and some of my friends and family don't like this mascara. They think it's just a really weird brush and whatever, but the formulation holds itself really well, and I just like it. It doesn't flake, it doesn't rub off throughout the day, it doesn't do anything to my eyes but make my eyelashes look amazing, flawless, and great, because they are like flat when I don't curl them. So this has been my go-to mascara for 2014, and I think it's probably just going to be my favorite forever because I don't really like any of the drugstore mascaras anymore besides like my Maybelline ones. So kind of branching out from like this one and the Maybelline ones, it's not really going to happen because I feel like everything else just kind of flakes off my eyelashes, and we don't need that when we're at school 24/7. Alright, so last but not least is my favorite lip product. And I really don't like lipstick. As you guys know, I'm not really a lipstick, lip gloss person. I'm more a lip balm. But I wanted to branch out this year, or I guess last year in 2014, and I wanted to try a lipstick. So I went for a MAC lipstick, and this is a cream sheen in Peach Blossom, and it's a great nude color. It's not very bold, so I feel comfortable wearing it, and I know a lot of other people are like, oh yeah, try Ruby Woo and Blankety, which basically makes your lips look like you have concealer on them. So it was just not something I wanted to try. Dark lips just kind of scare me, and so do like red lips and whatever. So nude colors are just really my thing now. If you guys have any nude lipstick recommendations, leave them down below because I want to try some more. I really have been, I've been looking at a lot more of the MAC lipsticks. So yeah, this one has just been great, and I know that I'm gonna like this throughout the rest of the years to come, just because it's kind of like my first lipstick because I'm a big girl now. But yeah, this lipstick is definitely great, and it's my first lipstick ever, so I love it. So that is it for my Best of Beauty of 2014. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favorite products for 2014 were down below, and they might give me a little bit of inspiration to try new things for this year. So yeah, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. So click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!